you consider Hoima to be the perfect place to invest your money? Is it the right place to live and work in or even visit? With a projected population of just over 200,000 and covering 228 square kilometers, Hoima is the next frontier of development in Uganda and is being set up as the hub of Uganda's nascent oil industry. A lot is going on, with frenetic infrastructure development and construction to ready it for the anticipated influx of investors and workers. Already, Hoima has made serious investments in hotel and other modern urban amenities. Hoima is now readily accessible by a network of good all-weather roads to any part of Uganda. Kabalega International Airport at Kabale is also nearing completion that will make direct flights possible into the region.
Hoima connects to many other districts, towns in Midwestern Uganda. From Hoima you can connect to Arua, the Northwest Nile, easily. Even the north, you can connect to Fort Portal, Mbarara. You can go to Makshon Falls National Park. You can go to Queen Elizabeth. You can go to Kibale National Parks or Kavoya Game Reserve, which is nearby.
The development of the oil industry in that part of the world, with the development of tourism and major investments that are coming into that area, Hoima will be a hub for development that will see many people being attracted into it, many investors being attracted into it. So we need to promote Hoima and show what's the best of Hoima for people who are willing to come there.
Hoima, the oil city, is located in Midwestern Uganda and is the springboard to Uganda's oil industry in the Albertine Graben, with 3.5 billion barrels of proven reserves of oil. Hoima City is also the gateway to the tourism attractions in the Albertine region. Hoima City also has an important cultural and historical role as the center of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom.
Hoima City hosts the palace and the headquarters of the Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom. And Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom is a very big history of this country. You can't talk about Uganda minus Bunyoro. And Hoima City hosts some of the historical sites. So we also looking at promoting tourism within the city.
Modern-day Hoima traces its history to 1899, when the British established it as their colonial administration town in Bunyoro Kitara. However, local legend has it that Hoima had long been in existence as a produce trading center known as Kahora.
And they will be asked to pay dues, which we call Mpoza. And in the verb of Bunyoro Toro is Impora. So Mpora or Mpoza would be referred as Kahora. But later on, when the Bazungu, the white men, settled again in Uganda, including now Hoima, so Mr. Ford established that rubber plantation along Hoima River, which they called Hoima River Estates. But because the Bazungu were the ones who were influencing everything, the central government of the Bazungu had to refer to this place basing on the background of Mr. Ford, who had established Hoima River Estate, as calling it now a center in this area as Hoima. And up to now it is called Hoima. Actually, the original word was Hoimo. And up to now there is that Hoimo River in Kitoba sub-county.
Hoima is indeed an integral part of later-day Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom. Its suburb of Mparo was the headquarters of the great Omukama of Bunyoro, Kabalega, who stood up against the onset of British colonial rule. Set 2 kilometers along the Hoima-Masindi Road, Mparo was also the place where Kabalega famously rejected the trickery of Emin Pasha, who wanted him to cede his kingdom to Egyptian rule. Today, this is where Kabalega's remains are interred, as well as those of his son and later Omukama Satito Winyi. When in Hoima City, you will find and experience Bunyoro Kitara's numerous other historical and cultural sites of importance. Fort Katasiha, where Omukama Kabalega marshaled his resistance against British colonial rule, is one of the main attractions and is the spot from where he was forced to flee the British forces led by Sir Gerald Poto before he was captured in Lango and exiled to the Seychelles. The imposing royal palace of Omukama of Bunyoro Kitara, covering a square mile, is a centerpiece right in the middle of the city. First established by Kabalega's son and his successor, Andereya Duhaga, around 1906. It is also the center for many royal rituals and festivals. In and around Hoima, you will get to see many other sites of importance, like Andrea Duhaga's tombs in Kinogozi. Here, you will also find the first modern house said to have been put up by him in Bunyoro. From Hoima, the famous Musaijamkuru Hill is just 15 kilometers away. It provided a vantage point for Kabalega and his Varusura warriors' resistance against British colonial rule. The hill is believed to have great cultural and historical importance and is also believed to be a source of blessings or curses. Hoima City is emerging as an important commercial and economic hub and is being set up to be Uganda's oil city, an apex of developments for the oil industry in the Alberta and Graben region. Hoima has undergone 4 major transitions: from a trading outspot, township, town council, municipal council, and now enjoying city status since 2020. Hoima now easily offers modern amenities, facilities, and infrastructure that go with a modern town, which are attracting visitors, workers, and investors to stay and work in the region. Numerous commercial and business investments have shot up.
I was in Hoima 20 years ago when there was only really one road through Hoima. Now I revisit Hoima and it's a city, and you can see a vibrant economic location to do business.
Working together with development partners, the authorities are ensuring that this city is fit for purpose as a business and economic hub. Several infrastructure projects are ongoing to revamp and modernize the road network in and around Hoima City. This will ease doing business in and around Hoima. A modern industrial park has been set up off the Kaisotonya Road. A leading motor service workshop, Motorcare, is among the businesses that have set up shop here to cater for the needs of the oil sector. It is also developing into a logistical and warehousing hub for the oil industry.
We are trying to make sure that we improve the infrastructure. We are trying to make sure we improve the cleanliness of the city, manage garbage well. We are trying to make sure we create a conducive environment for investment within the city, so that when someone comes in, it's easy for him to do business within our city.
Hoima has also revamped its local revenue resources, which will go a long way in providing the local funds to sustain itself, a thriving and befitting city.
The whole point about getting the cities to improve their revenue is that they then invest in key infrastructure and other items which improve the lot of citizens in Hoima and make Hoima more open for economic development. As you know, Hoima is the oil city, and the oil infrastructure is going to exploiting the oil resource and building up the infrastructure to facilitate that is going to be a key part of Hoima's economic development in the next 10 years.
Do you plan to visit Hoima on business, leisure, or pleasure? You won't set a foot wrong when looking for accommodation. Hoima now has several visible high-quality modern hotels to cater for all categories of visitors and people. From the very epitome of luxury and exclusiveness, catering for the discerning oil executives, to the very basic budget arrangements. Mika Eco Resort off the Butiaba Road is a lovely hotel ensconced in a pristine natural tropical forest covering 13 acres. The wild is close by, with vervet monkeys carousing around, and if lucky, you will catch sight of the elusive colobus monkey. Rich with bird life, the hotel offers exclusive detached rooms with a natural stream running through the grounds, offering solace and tranquility. It is here that the Omukama Kabalega battled General Gerald Poto at Fort Katisiha for the soul of his kingdom. Is it quiet that you want, away from the noise and bustle of Hoima city? A few kilometers off Hoima Masindi Highway is the pristine Kabalega Resort Hotel, sprawling over 35 acres, set in a natural forest whose thatched facilities imitate traditional architecture. The Kontiki Hotel is another fine eco-facility set among woods and green just off the Hoima-Kampala Highway. Exclusive and popular, it is a high-end facility with landscaping that is pleasing to the eye. Zebi Eco Lodge, a modern and exquisite eco lodge that has been built following green principles and that was designed to stem the carbon footprint. High-end, cozy, and exclusive. The perfect getaway. HB Hotel, or Hotel Buffalo, is a modern hotel right in the center of Hoima City and is readily and easily accessible. At night, it is a beacon of light and is popular with both visitors to the city and local residents for its Choma facilities and great swimming pool. Diples Hotel, quiet and cozy just next to the Royal Palace in Hoima Town with compact grounds ideal for parties. Hoima City is also seeing a rapid rise in serviced apartments. Mparo Studio Apartments just off the Hoima Masindi Road is one of them. A lot has been done to provide conferencing facilities and exclusive meeting rooms capable of hosting several people at a time. Care Royal, the best that dining out can offer in Hoima City, is set out in African art decor and is perfectly set along the route to the oil wells and the Great Makshon Falls Park. Its bar and nightclub is one of the popular night spots in Hoima. Hoima City has a vibrant nightlife and you won't be bored whilst you visit. Milano Club springs to life and brings all the corporates and oil workers to unwind after a week of hard work. Cats Lounge, exclusive and set in the upscale Kijungu Hill in Hoima City, the place to be. Or do you wish to mix and mingle with the local population? Club Magic is the place to be. There is no shortage of local dining out in Hoima. All budgets, tastes are catered for, with many great restaurants offering lunch, breakfast and dinner. Hoima City is not just an oil city or one for visitors and leisure. There is serious business and commerce going on. From a produce buying and selling market in the 1890s known as Kahora, Hoima is now an important cog for the rich agricultural and farming regions of Bunyoro. Sugarcane farming and sugar industries like Bwendero Sugar, GM Sugar and Hoima Sugar are among the major players. Apart from the traditional coffee, beans, cocoa, etc., Hass Avocado, with an infinite global demand, has also started to make a presence. These rich farmlands are also interspersed by sprawling forest lands and have spawned a flourishing seed company to produce certified inputs to the farmers. Several industries like bottled water manufacturing have also emerged. The oil industry has demand for specially distilled water, and this has also spawned industries to cater for this unique demand. Hoima has also seen unique industries like this unique enterprise, which has begun making exclusive and high-end furniture and artifacts from the bamboo forests around. All these are opportunities that are being exploited because of the oil sector and the prospects of the oil money flowing in that this promises. Hoima City is the gateway to potential tourism sites like the Great Bulisa Escarpments, which mark the northwestern point of the Great East African Rift Valley. Down below is the Great Makchon Falls National Park and Butiaba Port with its beautiful sand beaches and islands. It is also the gateway to the ancient salt mines of Kibiro, nestled alongside Lake Albert. The blue serene bays here offer potential sites for leisure and holiday outings. All the major banks in Uganda have set up shop in Hoima, offering a range of banking services and foreign exchange transactions. Hoima City is also well serviced by the country's leading telecoms and ICT service providers. The big players in the oil sector, like the China North Overseas Oil Corporation (CNOOC), the Petroleum Authority of Uganda, the East African Oil Pipeline Company (EAPCO), have a presence here, to name but a few. Hoima City is also a great market for manufactured goods and services. A modern abattoir with a huge capacity is nearing completion and will offer an outlet for the flourishing beef fattening like this one, which has sprung up. It also promises to be a springboard for high-quality beef exports. All these amenities and facilities are aimed at making Hoima a truly modern city that is fit for purpose and serves its residents and communities around. There is now sufficient power infrastructure in place to guarantee the city's electricity needs, just as there is sufficient infrastructure to ensure the supply of clean, safe piped water. Hoima City is lucky to have a young and dynamic leadership that is spearheading the transformation of the town and is already envisaging what it should look like in the future.
Those cities that have a good, strong leadership and a good relationship between the mayor and the town clerk, those are the cities that do best from our support.
At the social service level, Hoima City is well served by modern pharmacies spread across the town. The Regional Referral Hospital is also well equipped with modern medical tools and facilities. Several private and modern private medical practices and private medical evacuation facilities have sensed the opportunities and have set up shop. With a huge influx of people, Hoima is well catered for with both government and private schools. They offer from the very basic education facilities to high-end schools like Flobeto Primary and Nursery School, which is training and nurturing children to produce future manpower needs. Schools like Mandela Secondary School provide good quality study facilities right in Hoima City. This School of Nursing is training and meeting the country's nurses and midwifery needs. With its strong religious background, Hoima City is rich with great churches that were built way back in the colonial times. This is the seat of the Roman Catholic Church and Hoima Diocese, headquartered at Bujumbura Hill overlooking Hoima City. Across the town in Duhaga, the seat of the Bunyoro Kitara Diocese is headquartered here. Currently, the main mosque in Hoima town is located here. But a new Grand Mosque and headquarters for the Islam is under construction at this hill in the suburb of Kinubi. No doubt, although only recently elevated to city status, Hoima City is fast emerging as a city with great potential for future growth and development. There is plenty of room for investment in the oil sector and providing much-needed services like logistics and supplies. There are plenty of beautiful sand beaches and bays along Lake Albert that could be developed into great tourism resorts. There are plenty of opportunities for tour and travel services, as are opportunities in air cargo handling and logistics services. A large industrial park is under development that has great promise as a hub to service the oil complexes and industry being set up at the oil wells. The service sector, like good quality schools and good quality medical facilities, still have plenty of room to be developed. There is also great potential for housing to meet the needs of the executives and the workers anticipated to flock this oil-producing region. With the Africa Cup of Nations looming in 2027, Hoima City has been selected as the second co-host city for the Games alongside Kampala, and this offers great opportunities for hotels, restaurants and other services that will cater for the anticipated influx of soccer fans.
Hoima City is going to host the African Cup of Nations, so these are more opportunities for people to come and invest. The AFCON of 2027, Hoima is going to be the other hosting city for those games. So the opportunities are very enormous.
With Hoima's bountiful business and commercial potential beckoning to those that can dare, there is certainly plenty of room to invest into, as the developments already in place can attest.
Hoima is going to be the hub of those activities, Hoima City. So we need to attract more investors, and we can't do that minus marketing our city. We shall need more hotels in the service industry. We shall need more shopping malls in the area. We need more hospitals. What I can say is like even specialized hospitals to attract the investors we need. We need to develop our tourism sites within the city because we have many. So all these, we can't, minus marketing them, we can't attract investment.
This video will show people the best of Hoima, why it's worth investing in it, and what they can get out of Hoima as a base for their work and their developments.